What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, so this is a topic that I feel like I've touched upon in live streams recently, but I was having a discourse in the Mav chat and figured that I would make a video on it as well because not everybody checks Mav chat, including myself. I'm barely in there anymore. It's just so difficult to keep up with. There was a point in time in which I would try to read every single message that came into Mav chat, and now it's like I'll go in and just check and see if the team has said something or what the general vibe is. But mainly, I appreciate the discussion that we have here on this channel, which is why I wanted to make a video specifically addressing it to get your thoughts on this for the future of the game and the space in general. Now, the essential thought, all right, like we'll break it down to basics, is that the future of the game is really going to be in tournaments, which will probably end up being KYC, and maybe Brawls to a certain extent, right? You know how I feel about Brawls, and I can get into that in case you've missed it in a previous video. But this was spurred in today's conversation, at the very least, by the, of course, bot conversation, as the Archmage bot, I believe, is going to go live today or is going to be on sale today or something like that. So again, nothing against bots, and I'm bot neutral. My thing with this, though, is that as bots will continue to be a part of the ecosystem when it comes to ranked battle play, if and when new and big money were to come in and support this game, whether it's brands, partnerships, whatever the case, I would imagine that that would filter on over into tournaments. And my hope is that Brawls kind of get the same treatment in the future. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to look at tournaments now because that is what we have as kind of a direct comparison. So the numbers that I'm going to put behind this are very simple. So just to show it to you guys, let's see if I can get my calculator up here. So right now we have about, at PEG, we would have roughly 2 million DEC hitting the market every single day as rewards. Excuse me. Multiply that by the 0.001 if we were at PEG, right? The fact that we're below this right now means that we're getting actually less. So times 365 means that we get roughly $730,000 that hit the market every year as DEC reward pool money, right? It's probably a little bit more than that because I think there's a little more DEC that enters into the system even when we are at PEG. But again, 730, 750, whatever the case is. What I want to compare that to is this number right here. Splinterlands has been around for 4 years, and they've paid out $6 million in tournament awards. Now, I don't know how long tournaments have been running. I would strongly lean towards the fact that I'm sure a significant majority of that $6 million came out within the last 12 months. But even if we just divide it evenly over the past 4 years, that's $1.5 million paid out in tournaments per year. And that is double the amount already of what ranked battle play is paying. Now, when DEC shot up to the moon because of the airdrop, obviously playing the game in ranked battle was way better because the rewards there were incredible. But that's not something sustainable. That's not something the team is looking to do in the long term. The team is looking to keep DEC at its peg, and so therefore we can expect, I don't know, anywhere from like 750,000 to maybe even up to 1 million, right? If there's some like different incentives, or if DEC goes slightly above its peg here and there whenever demand is increased. Again, I'm talking long term. Short term, medium term, I think DEC has some issues it needs to sort itself through, but we'll see if Chaos Legion pack selling will be a good solution for that. So if we're seeing 750,000 to maybe 1 million versus the 1.5 million per year already awarded on average, this is what I'm saying, where when these big partnerships and brands come in, I have a feeling that they'll probably be aware of the bot issues, as there's a very healthy bot kind of economy that's being built around Splinterlands, whether it's people trying to run sustainable green bots, or whether that's people who are running different kind of bot services for rentals. Like, bots are going to be a part of this game no matter what. So when it comes to the actual playing of this game, and this is something that I've been wanting to do and discussing with Darkest Night, of how do we create something where we can get real people and create celebrities, right? Like esports celebrities. Think about it. Like the people who are best of the best at the games that they play. Well, that to me is all going to filter towards tournaments or high-level competitions, which as of now, I believe are tournaments, but could be Brawls as well in the future. So what I'm talking about is not some faceless, nameless only username that is essentially doing something behind a computer screen, but think about like Splinterfest and imagine not Splinterfest, but imagine like Splinterlands tournaments held in person, like large in-person tournaments held in the future where the payouts are in the multiple millions of dollars, right? That's what I'm talking about. Where if the game can get to that level, if the player base can grow, if the attention from the space outside can grow, then that's where that all that money is going to go. Where two people are on a stage, there's no bots, there's no services to help you. It's just you on one screen versus someone else on the other screen. Think of it like real World Series. No, I don't know why I said real, but like World Series of Poker style, right? Where you get to watch two people playing, and you get to see how they are selecting their team, and it's kind of giving you the back and forth. The commentators are on there talking about, oh, such and such, this is a good strategy, or this is the collection that this person has, so they may go towards that. That's what I'm talking about. Think like World Series of Poker style, right? That's where I could see this going, and that's where I could see the money coming in at this point. I don't know what's at this point. At that point. So to me, this is the future of where Splinterlands can grow. Now, again, I'm not anti-bot. All I'm saying is that when it comes to bots and bot services, I do feel like there will be a lack of desire or incentive for people outside the game to want to participate because you're not sure. A lot of it is non-KYC, which is fine because that's exactly how the founders of the game want it to be. But if you do want to be the best of the best at this game, you probably will have to show your face, show your name. Maybe it's a pseudonym, right? But you will probably have to do these events in person to earn the big awards because that's where they're trying to create the next celebrity, the next athlete, the next sponsorship, right? Not sponsorship, but endorsement deals. Those types of things are where I could see this go if the game gets big enough, right? Like, of course, we need the game to get big enough for that to happen first. But if and when it does, that's where the real money is going to flow. And the example that I gave in the map chat this morning was, let's compare it to the analog, kind of parallel here, which to me is Magic the Gathering. Now, you can always play a pickup game of Magic the Gathering with your friends if you wanted to, right? In the comfort of your own home. You just bust out a deck, they bust out a deck, and you go 1v1. In the same way, you'll always be able to do that with ranked battle play here. But ranked battle play is kind of nice because you get to earn something from it, whether it's rewards cards or whether it's some DEC. However you view it, you will get something out of it, which I like better than playing Magic the Gathering versus my friends where all I get is bragging rights. That being said, when you look at Magic the Gathering, if you really want to make money within Magic the Gathering, you got to start attending some of these tournaments and play and compete at the highest levels, most of the time, I would assume, in person. And that's where the prize money is. That's where the endorsement deals are. That's where the sponsorships are. That's where the big money is. And so if and when the big money comes to Splinterlands, that's where it's going to be. So are you missing out if you're not playing tournaments now? No, but I'm just saying that maybe familiarize yourself with the tournament process here and see how, if you do want to be part of that kind of ecosystem in the future, then watching the tournament space and talking with Weirdbeard would probably be one of the areas that I'd be following closely. I'm excited to see what Weirdbeard can bring to the table. So we'll see how this evolves over time. But Weirdbeard does have a tremendous amount of experience in the esports arena. So when those partnerships, those brand deals, those endorsements, whatever, start to become a reality, the money's going to flow towards there. Now, the last thing I'll say is that I want to include Brawls on here because I feel like Brawls bring a somewhat like team element into this and can create like rivalries, right? Where it's just like, think of like the NBA now instead of World Series of Poker, where you could have huge guild brawls between one another, maybe 1v1 guild brawls or things like that. It's another level of this, another angle of this where money could come into the space. And the reason that I like Brawls is because Gladius cards can only be earned through playing in Brawls and Frays. So it really shows who's been around the game for a while, and not just who's been around the game for a while, but who's been playing and who's been winning, right? Who's been competing at the highest levels, earning the merits to get these Gladius packs and level up these Gladius cards. So both tournaments and Brawls I can see moving in this direction. And again, we'll see how things play out in the future. But when it comes to ranked battle play, I think ranked battle play is always going to be that. It's just going to be like this casual thing that you can jump into and you can do. And, whenever you feel like playing, it'll be there for you. And you can earn a little something and you can strive towards having awesome seasons where you get a ton of chests to open. But the evolution of the game, I believe, is going to be in tournaments, in Brawls potentially, and any kind of like high level competition. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, this is kind of an evolving idea for me, but I do believe that, well, at least what I've presented to you has some kind of logical merit to it. So let me know your thoughts. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.